Part 27. Shenhao, My Fiancée is a Villain Female CEO. Author, Floating Like Sand. Chapter 261. That night, Zhang Cheng's identity as the largest shareholder of Tiancheng Group and Tiancheng Technology directly detonated throughout the Dragon Kingdom. The entire business world was in an uproar. Zhang Cheng's violent treatment of his unscrupulous employees immediately caused an uproar after being posted online. It was directly trending on the scarf trend. Mr. Zhang is so handsome. That kick was so powerful. You are rich at a young age. You are worth hundreds of billions at such a young age. You are a role model for our generation. As a woman, I protest against people like Zhang Cheng who beat women. He doesn't deserve to be praised. He is just a scumbag who beats women. What the hell is the bad guy upstairs? The boxer punches hard. After the video of the beating was posted online without editing, it also aroused heated discussions among netizens. But what's more is the appreciation for Zhang Cheng. Tiancheng Technology and Tiancheng Group, which have attracted much attention, have not yet been listed, and the estimated market value of the two companies has exceeded 400 billion dragon coins. Under the public scrutiny of netizens, Zhang Cheng's past was also dug out. For such a legendary person, they simply admired him. 2 months after Zhang went bankrupt, he founded Tiancheng Group and Tiancheng Technology. This is simply a miracle. 3 days after Zhang Cheng beat up his employees who had bad views and moral corruption, the news that Zhang Cheng went to the police station to surrender was also confirmed by Puiyang district of Shanghai. However, in view of his excellent attitude in admitting his mistake and the purpose of his actions, he was acquitted and praised by the police station. On the 4th day, the Long Kingdom military and officials released news praising Zhang Cheng, which surprised the crowd even more. Official action. That means Zhang Cheng's actions are officially recognized. This is very nice. The news that Zhang Cheng wanted to conduct a three-dimensional and character test on all current employees of the company, as well as those who would join the company in the future, also spread like wildfire, and finally aroused heated discussion. I support Mr. Jiang's decision. Recruitment is not just about academic qualifications and abilities, but also about a person's character and whether his three views are correct. Yes, those with high academic qualifications are often more capable of doing morally corrupt things. It would undoubtedly be best to have this kind of test. A broken company has so many things to do. The United States is completely liberalized. Dragon Kingdom is really falling behind more and more. It's really sad. For more than half a month, Zhang Cheng's incident has not calmed down. It has been making waves on the internet. As the person involved, Zhang Cheng, Qin Ming and Lu Feng were drinking tea in the villa, chatting and laughing. Let me tell you, your move half a month ago was really big. It attracted the attention of the entire Dragon Kingdom. Qin Ming took a sip of tea and said with a smile. Zhang Cheng put down his phone and chuckled, if I don't attract attention, how can I get attention for my next actions in the first place? In fact, all this was his purpose. Of course, those 5 people were not arranged by him. They were just emergencies and he took advantage of them. It happened that those 5 idiots were his employees, which gave him even more reason to do it. Good. Have you really decided? Qin Ming asked immediately when it came to serious matters. Lu Feng also looked forward to it. Brother Cheng, have you really built a concept car series? In the past half-month, they have been busy establishing various new energy vehicle companies, and there are various plans for the production line that have not been completed yet. Today I suddenly received a call from Zhang Cheng and hurried over. Zhang Cheng nodded, well, we have created a total of 3 car series, low-end, mid-range and high-end. I will show them at the press conference tomorrow. As early as 10 days ago, he had people prepare for the exhibition press conference. And, just tomorrow, he used 3 cars that he exchanged for 6,000 villain points from the System Mall. Of course, they can all be manufactured with current technology. Hearing his affirmative words, the two of them looked shocked. Is there really a new energy vehicle coming out? After the shock, the two fell into deep ecstasy. If new energy vehicles are truly stable in performance, safe, and durable, they will make a mark in the entire world. By then, not to mention the market value of hundreds of billions of dragon coins, the market value of hundreds of billions of dollars will not be a problem. Although the shares in their hands are small, their value is very high. Especially Qin Ming, he asked his father to follow up on this achievement. If the project succeeds, the achievement will not be ordinary. Therefore, in many places, Qin Ming and his father gave the green light, so that the relevant document procedures could be completed within half a month. Zhang Cheng looked at the two people's happy expressions and smiled slightly. Develop talents. He now likes to stay behind the scenes more and more. However, he had not paid attention to Yayu in the past half-month, and Zhang Cheng didn't know how Yayu was developing. Maybe the system has been upgraded again? The little fat sheep grow fast when left alone, Zhang Cheng said with emotion. Now he has a complete method of harvesting Yayu, and he also knows one thing. A few months ago, his villain system told him that it intercepted the Shenhao system and wanted to modify his Tiancheng group's shares to reward Yayu. This kind of empty-handed operation, if there is no system, maybe one's own equity will really be awarded. But this way, I have the means to defeat you, Zhang Cheng said with a playful smile. If Yayu's system tampered with the equity allocation information, then there would be loopholes to find. Shenhao, my fiancée is a villain female CEO. Author, Floating Like Sand. Chapter 262. Okay, you two go get ready. After Zhang Cheng came to his senses, the two said. Qin Ming and Lu Feng looked at each other, then stood up and left. After the two left, Zhang Cheng got up and came to the garage of the villa. The rolling shutter door opened, and 3 silver-white cars were parked in the garage. The 3 cars were full of futuristic feeling. From A-class cars, to B-class cars, and a 2-seater supercar. This is Zhang Cheng's first stop in entering the new energy business world, hydrogen energy vehicles. In this business landscape, it will also be an important step, as well as the various new energy series that will follow. Zhang Cheng's purpose is simple. Be a real business empire emperor. Otherwise, none of the little fish can be given a serious status. This is not him. Only by building your own business empire can you be qualified to do things that ordinary people cannot do. And only when he stands at the top can others recognize him. Of course, he doesn't need other people's approval. He just wants to work hard and give the fish a status, so that everyone can admit him. If they don't admit it, then he will admit it by pressing their heads. Going against the current, after releasing the new energy, the real undercurrent will follow, Zhang Cheng muttered to himself. In the days to come, he will be hostile to developed countries in the world. In their eyes, he will be the villain. Because it blocks developed countries from making money in the world. The automobile industry, the new energy industry, all of these will be embraced by him, and it is normal for them to be targeted. Therefore, the next Yayu is the fat sheep raised by Zhang Cheng. The fatter the sheep, the more generous the reward will be when slaughtered. But the territory of the business empire has also been established. As long as the system is powerful, the whole world will be afraid of me, Zhang Cheng thought about it and suddenly became excited. The next day, night. A newly established automobile company, Tiancheng New Energy Technology Co., Limited. At the largest new product launch conference in Shanghai, many reporters who had been invited in advance arrived one after another. And various big names. At 8 o'clock, the place was already crowded. There was a huge crowd and the flashlights came on from time to time. Everyone is looking forward to another Tiancheng, this time it seems to be directly targeting new energy sources. I don't know if this news has a big selling point. The lights at the entire press conference suddenly dimmed, and spotlights were turned on the booth. What a grand display! This time it is a message forwarding arranged by the above, and must be carefully checked, otherwise everyone here may be fired. Time passed little by little, and soon it came to 9 o'clock. No one was impatient, but looked forward to this press conference even more. Holding the line card in her hand, the female host introduced herself for a while, and then went directly to the topic. Two familiar and famous hosts walked onto the stage in formal attire. Today, I am very happy that everyone has gathered at the product launch site of Tianquan New Energy Technology Co., Limited at this grand moment tonight. They were all forced to come here by the company. No matter what itinerary they had, they were cancelled by the company and sent directly to the Magic City. The boss who used to smile in front of them turned out to be very cold this time and said directly, "I don't care what you are doing this time, but just do whatever the other party asks you to do." Everyone sat quietly in the front row, chatting with their friends around them. This sentence immediately caused some unhappy celebrities to quickly restrain themselves. All kinds of top stars and big names are here. I will personally introduce new products to you. As for why, they don't know the whole story. Everyone looked horrified. A middle-aged man wearing a peaked cap, holding a walkie-talkie in his hand, arranged for reporters from major TV stations. Finally, after everyone has arrived, peanuts and melon seeds popcorn are sold in the front row, as well as Coke, Red Bull, and iced black tea. Hey, what is the origin of this new Tianquan New Energy? It's so grand. The male host took over the topic with a loud and high-pitched voice, founder of Tianquan New Energy, chairman of Tianquan Group, chairman of Tianquan Technology, Mr. Zhang Cheng. There are a lot of people, and a lot of big-time celebrities are here. They look awesome. His words made everyone stunned, but soon everyone came to their senses. In major live broadcast rooms, countless people saw the splash screen and homepage banner and clicked in to watch the live broadcast. This press conference is not simple. When they asked their boss why, "Damn it, Tianquan New Energy also belongs to Zhang Cheng. All I know is that for this product launch, numerous well-known media outlets from Long Country have sent people to come. You will all be broadcasting the entire event live in a moment. All the major TV stations have received the news from above and arranged that we must publicize this Tianquan new product launch conference. Look at the preheating in the front row, there are so many top stars. If the company really dares to do this, it will not end well for them." After hearing his words, every photographer who controlled the camera became extremely serious. Even those celebrities who were once very proud did not dare to feel the slightest bit impatient after sitting here for so long. If you dare to act like a big star, you no longer need to appear in front of the crowd. I will personally send you to make chickens and ducks. When all the photographers saw what they looked like, they were all shocked. In the front row seats of the press conference, there were men and women wearing various fashionable clothes. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Shenhao, my fiancée is a villain female CEO. Author, Floating Like Sand. Chapter 263. This name has been very popular recently. Unexpectedly, Zhang Cheng appeared in person at this extremely mysterious press conference. This can be regarded as his first official appearance in front of everyone. Fuck. Tianquan New Energy, Tianquan Group, Tianquan Technology. His, 3 super companies. How did Mr. Zhang do it? $3 billion companies suddenly appeared. What are you talking about upstairs? Where does Tianquan New Energy have hundreds of billions? Continuing from upstairs, Tianquan New Energy is the first time Mr. Zhang has made an appearance. Have you ever seen Mr. Zhang make an appearance in the previous 2 groups? I dare to say that this new company will definitely surpass the previous 2. Everyone in the online live broadcast and in front of major TV sets showed shock after hearing that the host this time was Zhang Cheng again. The name Zhang Cheng is very popular recently. I didn't expect that this time it would be him who made all the TV stations and live broadcast rooms broadcast live during prime time. What a man who is constantly talking about things. During the press conference, Zhang Cheng walked out of the backstage curtain wearing a headset. Wearing a black tuxedo, with shiny hair, and a face with perfect facial features like a knife, there is an intoxicating smile. Arriving at the center of the booth, Zhang Cheng first greeted everyone. "Hello everyone, I am Zhang Cheng, the founder of Tianchen New Energy." Oh, hello Mr. Zhang. Hello, Mr. Zhang. After a moment of silence, the words Mr. Shenhao filled the screen in all the live broadcast rooms. At the scene, there was a wave of applause. Everyone clapped their hands hard. Although they didn't know what Zhang Cheng was going to say, it didn't stop them from receiving the notice and fully cooperating with this press conference. When the applause gradually subsided, the female host took the line card and walked to Zhang Cheng, with curiosity shining in her eyes. "Mr. Zhang, I wonder what the purpose of your press conference is." Although this press conference was rushed, it did not prevent it from being huge. Basically, within 2 days, all radio stations received news of the temporary broadcast of Zhang Cheng's new product launch conference. This kind of action is not allowed by the radio and television above. Basically no hope. It may not even be the intention of the radio and television, but an instruction from a higher level leader. After hearing the female host ask key questions, no matter whether they were on site, in the live broadcast room, or in front of the TV, everyone showed curious expressions. They are also looking forward to what kind of big news Zhang will bring them. Under the curious eyes of everyone, Zhang Cheng smiled slightly, and then said slowly, "I think everyone knows that today's world still uses traditional energy. Traditional energy refers to several types of energy such as coal, oil, natural gas, etc., which are one-time non-renewable conventional energy according to the statistics in Table 2-1. These energy sources are all one-time and non-renewable." After Zhang Cheng finished speaking, the host immediately asked, "Can the new energy brought by Mr. Zhang this time be used effectively? I don't know what kind of new energy Mr. Zhang brought. Can you briefly introduce it?" "Sure." Zhang Cheng nodded, and then said seriously, "In today's world, it is urgent to develop new energy sources. The reason is that the energy sources used, such as oil, natural gas, coal, and petroleum gas, are non-renewable resources. The reserves on the earth are limited, and human beings cannot survive without them. To turn on energy, we must find new energy sources. With the increasing consumption of fossil fuels, their reserves are decreasing day by day. One day these resources and energy will be exhausted. This makes it urgent to find a new energy-containing energy source with abundant reserves that does not rely on fossil fuels." Having said this, Zhang Cheng paused and then said, "This time, what our company brings is a new energy concept technology. Hydrogen energy." Hearing this sentence, everyone was stunned. Hydrogen energy? Hasn't it been applied in this world for a long time? But hydrogen energy purification is a problem. It is difficult to store, and it is too troublesome to use. Hydrogen requires technological extraction and production before it can be used. "Mr. Zhang, I have a question. Please tell me. Although hydrogen is easy to extract, the method of storing it is too complicated, and it also needs to be purified before use." The female host expressed everyone's doubts. But Zhang Cheng didn't care and smiled lightly. Of course, in everyone's perception, the application of hydrogen actually started many years ago. However, due to technology and various problems in various countries, clean energy applications such as hydrogen, a secondary energy source, are rarely used. Yes, hydrogen energy crushes traditional conventional energy sources in every aspect. But why can no one use this wonderful energy? The reason is simple. Preservation technology, purification technology, and practical technology have not yet reached a point. As a result, the powerful countries around the world can only watch with wide eyes, but they are unable to apply it to all their people. So, we at Tiancheng New Energy have overcome this technical difficulty and have fully realized all-round applications. Today, I bring you 3 surprises. The first, hydrogen energy car. Zhang Cheng's words ignited in everyone's hearts, hydrogen energy cars. Everyone was stunned. After working for a long time, you showed us a hydrogen energy car? Is this necessary? Shenhao, my fiancée is a villain female CEO. Author, Floating Like Sand. Chapter 264. There are many automobile industries now. There are all kinds of cars for everyone to choose from. Even if you come up with a new energy car, you won't make a big fuss about it, right? But when Zhang Cheng said there were 3 surprises, everyone began to look forward to his speech. At least for some people, the emergence of hydrogen energy vehicles in Longguo is undoubtedly a blessing, especially if its service life and durability are good. It will definitely be an impact on the market. Zhang Cheng took out the remote control pen and pressed it. In the center of the stage, the elevator opened. 3 cars slowly emerged from underneath. But they were all covered with red cloth. Zhang Cheng walked up to the first car on the left and lifted the red cloth on it. This is the first hydrogen energy concept car, and it will be officially mass-produced in 3 months. When the red cloth was lifted, the first class a hydrogen car was officially revealed to the public. When they saw this silver-white car full of technology, everyone was stunned. The price of a car with this kind of craftsmanship is estimated to be several $100,000, right? It seems useless to pay so much, right? The global supercar market is dominated by those few supercars. On the stage, the host looked blankly at the car that looked so good that it could only appear in science fiction movies, and asked blankly, "Mr. Zhang, I don't know what level this hydrogen car of yours belongs to and how much it costs." Woolen cloth. Everyone is looking forward to it. Looking forward to Zhang Cheng's answer. Zhang Cheng did not hesitate and said directly, "The first car you see now is the A-class hydrogen car produced by us. Its hydrogen energy usage technology is also a basic version. Once hydrogen is added, the mileage test is about 1,100 kilometers. With a load of 400 kilograms, it can accelerate to 100 kilometers in 4.6 seconds. After hearing Zhang Cheng's introduction, everyone was in an uproar. In my day, it's true, a hydrogen run lasted 1,100 kilometers. Even with the seats full. This kind of technology is too cool. Can the Dragon Kingdom really have such technology? It has to be doubted. I seriously doubt that he is making a fake. Even a superpower like the United States dare not say that it can build such a powerful car. Not even the car companies in Neon Country have such hydrogen cars. After Zhang Cheng made the announcement, everyone began to question and praise, almost equally. Some supported him, while others doubted his bragging. Then, under everyone's doubtful gazes, Zhang Cheng revealed the price of this 4-seater A-class car. The price of this car is 88,800 dragon coins. So cool. There are those who like it, and there are those who despise it. Countless Muyang dogs expressed their opinions on the public screen, but soon they received responses from many netizens. Don't forget, the top 3 domestic products are just garbage. Humph, no matter how good he says it, can it still compare to the cars of big countries like Neon Country and American Virtue Country? Then Lu Feng got on the A-class hydrogen car, started it, and then took out a goblet and a bottle of mineral water from the passenger seat and poured them in while everyone looked puzzled. "Okay, we can start testing," Zhang Cheng said directly to Lu Feng on the screen. Lu Feng didn't slow down and drove the vehicle directly over. Then after reaching 100 kilometers and accelerating, a speed bump section appeared ahead. As soon as they enter the car, the interior of the car is immediately revealed to everyone's eyes, making their eyes light up. And the price is very affordable. The whole audience was shocked. Next, let everyone take a look at the live test video. We will conduct the test through live broadcast. Zhang Cheng pressed the remote control pen again, and the two large screens behind him immediately lit up. Now, both the water friends in the live broadcast room and the people in front of the TV were all shocked. Looking at this extremely happy face, everyone felt inexplicably laughing just by looking at it. Such an awesome performance car is priced at only 88,800 dragon coins. Silence. If the performance of this hydrogen car is what Zhang Cheng said, the global market will be impacted. Is this true? The camera turned and the screen came to the screen display on Lu Feng's helmet. In the video, the water in the goblet in front of the car only overflowed slightly when it passed the speed bump. Damn it, regardless of whether it's true or not, I'd dare to buy it once it's mass-produced. After saying that, the scene switched to the camera carried by the photographer outside the car. Lu Feng's face appeared on the big screen. A few seconds later, in the major live broadcast rooms such as Lion Tooth and Shark, dense text floated on the screen. Then, under everyone's doubtful eyes, the A-class car ejected directly to start, and the speed increased all the way. It really broke the 100-kilometer acceleration mark in 4.2 seconds. Everyone was silent. This test completely convinced everyone that this car is indeed awesome. The built-in first aid system will take the lead in removing hydrogen at the first moment of a car accident, and the safety level is 99%. After receiving his instructions, Lu Feng nodded and opened the car door. If unfortunately there is a violent car accident and the battery is damaged, hydrogen gas will not leak out and cause an explosion. Under their puzzled looks, Lu Feng placed the goblet in front of the car, grinned at the camera and said, "Test the shock absorption effect." Okay, the first car test is over, and the safety of hydrogen batteries will be explained in detail to everyone. Zhang Cheng saw that the two hosts he invited could not work normally, so he had no choice but to stir up the atmosphere himself. Mr. Zhang is invincible. When the test is completed, the screen system is closed. Of course, as people from the Dragon Kingdom, they were happy. Shenhao, my fiancée is a villain female CEO. Author, Floating Like Sand. Chapter 265. Zhang Cheng was talking to himself on the stage, and everyone was shocked by his performance. More than that, it is mainly a car that can last for more than 1,000 kilometers on a single charge and is more stable than ultra-luxury cars such as Rolls-Royce. The price is only 88,800. This is what shocked them even more. There is no doubt about the performance of the car. However, Zhang Cheng's next words made everyone fall into deep thought again. I will introduce the second and third cars together. Zhang Cheng stood on the stage with a smile on his handsome face. He walked to the remaining two cars one after another and uncovered the red cloth. The second is a B-class hydrogen car, and the third is a supercar-level car. In the field of new energy vehicles, we at Tiancheng have released 3 vehicle series at once to target low, mid to high-end consumers. The price of the second B-class car starts at 169,000. The interior space is 1.3 times that of the current ordinary B-class car. The hydrogen battery can last more than 1,800 kilometers on a single charge. And equipped with a brand new intelligent system that can realize driverless technology, good news for lazy people. The system will make judgments based on the distance between the front and rear vehicles, as well as the turning lights, etc., and it is a 100% safe system driving mode. The third supercar-level hydrogen car, priced from 3 million. It has a range of 1,500 kilometers, accelerates to 100 kilometers in 1.1 seconds, and weighs 1,350 kg. The space is large and it has air conditioning. When girls get in the car, they won't have to take off their clothes and complain about the heat. The introduction of the car is followed by a video of the actual car test. In addition, under closed road sections, emergency braking and intelligent driving system vehicle control technologies were also demonstrated. Let everyone fall into a state of confusion. Watching this press conference tonight, I always feel like I have traveled through time. Me too. Is this time traveling to the future? It's so uncomfortable. After I watched the live broadcast excitedly, I just wanted to pay for a reservation, but I found that I didn't have enough money to buy alcohol and cephalosporin. Zhang Cheng's speech made many people feel like they had traveled to the future. Because the cars he showed all appeared in science fiction movies. Especially its terrifying battery life, shock absorption, interior, intelligent system. This made them unable to recover. Although all this has been shown before my eyes, I still think he is fake. At the booth, Zhang Cheng looked at the vehicles he had redeemed and felt heartbroken. In addition to the 3 vehicles for display, he also redeemed 3 additional vehicles for Lu Feng and the others to test. Why can he be so popular in front of so many people, while I still get money by signing into the system? They are all villains. In the past, the Dragon Kingdom faced technological blockades from many powerful countries. Our ancestors overcame all obstacles to break through their technological blockades and achieve overtaking in corners. I really want to show up in front of the TV like Zhang Cheng. Today we in Dragon Kingdom also have to achieve overtaking in corners. Technical blockade can only make us stronger. Zhang Cheng's passionate speech deeply moved everyone. Regarding the application of hydrogen energy, we have entered into technical cooperation with Longguo officials. After signing for so long, he is now worth more than 1 billion, but he is not satisfied. P.S. These chapters are all laid out, just take a look. I'm planning how to write in a tighter rhythm in the next time, or maybe you can give me some ideas. I've been exhausted recently. Please give me a gift. Please remind me to update the video. Why don't you actively give some of these to me for love? I really want to add more. After gathering his mood, Zhang Cheng started his speech again. Why? Host, the rewards for monthly and annual signings will be various future science and technologies. Please keep the habit of signing in. Weekly signings will reward shares, and occasionally there will be opportunities to trigger technology rewards. Even if he throws out hydrogen energy purification technology, storage and transportation technology, it is not important, but for Dragon Kingdom officials, it is extremely important. I'm fine. Yayu shook his head and said. How can you give away good things? After hearing the system's explanation, Yayu was still in a bad mood. Zhang Cheng also followed the routine and first praised the Dragon Kingdom officials. He doesn't really want to provide Dragon Kingdom official technology unconditionally, but is negotiating business with Dragon Kingdom officials on the condition of some less important technologies. Who is Zhang Cheng? Villain. In the next step, our Tianquan New Energy Technology will have in-depth technical exchanges with the Longguo Academy of Sciences. Yeah, you didn't know the little thoughts of the woman in his arms. At this moment, he was immersed in the Shenhao system and asked, System, when can I sign in to get shares, or is it a black technology? In the near future, Longguo will become the first country to fully realize the maximum application of hydrogen. This will also be our first step into the new energy era. Master Ye, what's wrong with you? In his arms, Wang Meng raised her head and looked at Yayu and asked. Wang Meng felt that Yayu's body was trembling slightly. Although Wang Meng is now Yayu's woman, it does not prevent her from admiring Zhang Cheng. Seeing Zhang Cheng in his moment of glory, Yayu suddenly felt that money was not important anymore. Look at someone like Zhang Cheng, opening a company has attracted so much attention. Seeing him like this, Wang Meng did not continue to ask questions, and looked at Zhang Cheng on the TV with longing in his eyes. Because in the later period, the false god Yayu also began to acquire various black technologies, including hydrogen energy vehicles. During this half-month, the new company spent high salaries to recruit talents from the new energy industry in order to lay out the industrial chain. Mr. Zhang is so outstanding. However, in a single-family villa in Shanghai worth 120 million yuan, Ye was lying on the sofa in pajamas, watching Zhang Cheng on the TV in high spirits. Compared to Ye who is hugging him, a perfect man like Mr. Zhang is worthy of a woman's love. Money is so vulgar. I don't like it. However, the new energy technologies he has laid out are all aimed at Ye's. My whole person felt a deep imbalance. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Shenhao, My Fiancée is a Villain Female CEO. Author, Floating Like Sand. Chapter 266. Ye looked at Zhang Cheng's high-spirited look, and the more he looked at it, the more uneasy he felt. Even he himself couldn't tell why. Suddenly I felt so uncomfortable. In the next half hour, everyone witnessed the evolution from low-end models, to mid-range models, and then to supercars. Basically, the performance of every car is instantly better than that of cars in the same class, or even the next class. Not to mention the mid-range intelligent driving system, which is simply good news for lazy people. Okay, the first surprise, the actual test of the new energy model has been completed. Turning off the test broadcast, Zhang Cheng smiled at the still unfinished crowd. The three car series are named respectively, Tiancan Guardian 01, Tiancan Dream Chaser, and Tiancan Fighter S. 3 vehicles will be officially launched at the end of this year. The press conference ends tonight, and everyone can make reservations on the official website of Tiancheng New Energy. After Zhang Cheng finished speaking, the audience burst into applause like a flood. The first item of this press conference has successfully aroused everyone's emotions. Everyone is looking forward to what kind of surprises Zhang Cheng will bring to everyone next. When the applause fell, the female host started a new round of questions. The female host in a formal dress walked up to Zhang Cheng and asked with a smile, "Mr. Zhang, the first surprise has already made everyone so excited. I wonder what kind of technology Mr. Zhang will bring to everyone next." The second one is, the world's first renewable clean energy company, which will be officially born in a month. After hearing this sentence, everyone was a little confused, but those who were familiar with the stock market and capital were undoubtedly trembling. If it is true, this will be a terrifying business opportunity. Countless people will wave the banknotes in their hands, begging Zhang Cheng to accept it. At this moment, the group of them already understood why their superiors asked them to do their best to cooperate with Tiancheng New Energy's new product launch. It turns out the article is here. Moreover, when major TV stations broadcast it, you don't need to think about it to know that Zhang Cheng has been in contact with the people above and provided it to them as a priority. Otherwise, the higher authorities would not give the green light at this time. Especially during the prime program hours of major TV stations, this kind of new product launch conference is inserted. When Zhang Cheng pressed the remote control pen in his hand, Zhang Cheng's company design drawings and half-finished aerial photos appeared on the huge screens on both sides. Of course, the core technology cannot be made public. Even if he told them, Zhang Cheng didn't think these people could imitate him in a short time. The scene Zhang Cheng described can only be created in the future. What Mr. Zhang described is too sci-fi. I suspect that I have traveled through time while playing LOL. Zhong Shujao murmured. Looking at his undisguised daughter, Zhong Shujao coughed and asked, "Daughter, how do you feel about him?" He dared to conclude that he had never seen this person before, but even for that moment, seeing him, he couldn't help but feel an extremely disgusting feeling in his heart. Across the country, everyone saw Zhang Cheng in front of the TV. Some had complicated expressions, while others were gritting their teeth. The giant building you see is the headquarters building designed by Tiancheng New Energy. However, I told myself rationally that I couldn't expose it personally yet, otherwise my father would definitely make a fuss. Is this Neptune so awesome? Zhong Shujao and Zhong Ji's family were sitting on the sofa, watching Zhang Cheng in front of the TV. Because it's too unrealistic. Zhang Cheng didn't say much. In the next 20 minutes, he introduced them to the origin and extraction of new energy. On the other side, in a small villa, Chen Luo looked at Zhang Cheng's figure and felt a sense of disgust in his heart for no reason. But, how did you find out? Zhong Ji felt that her father had discovered her relationship with Zhang Cheng. Zhong Shujao glanced at Zhong Ji, who was pretending to be dumbfounded, and sighed softly. At the press conference, everyone held their breath, waiting for Zhang Cheng's next announcement. Why do I feel like I'm listening to a book from heaven? Seeing that she refused to admit it, Zhong Shujao did not continue to ask. My daughter is hopeless. People like Zhang Cheng must have raised a lot of fish. Hey, I don't know if I will have the last laugh in the end. It covers an area of 100,000 square meters. In addition to the traditional construction method, the 4-6 floors of the inner circle will be filled with voids, powered by new energy pipes, and can fully support the operation of all equipment. It would be better for Zhang Cheng to directly develop new energy, or to produce renewable and clean energy. Zhong Ji's eyes were a little excited. She didn't expect that the little liar would make such a big noise. Dad, what are you talking about? Zhong Ji frowned and asked, what are you asking? Zhong Shujao, who was standing aside, looked at the TV with a complicated expression. Inside the villa of the Zhong family in the demon capital. After the appraisal, the guy upstairs is just talking nonsense. Zhong Ji. Let young people deal with young people's affairs. At least for now, Zhang Cheng is good to his daughter. Do you think a product that allows officials to compromise and promote it is bragging? It won't be long before the whole world will enter the new energy era under the leadership of Mr. Zhang. Okay, now everyone really thinks this is science fiction. In today's world, everyone is still fighting for that little bit of traditional energy, and they are almost losing their minds. The maintenance project only requires regular inspection of the pipelines every month, and replacement of renewable new energy sources every 160 days. The recycled waste materials can continue to be transformed and used after processing. The daily wastewater is also a source of directly drinking water. Shenhao, my fiancée is a villain female CEO. Author, Floating Like Sand. Chapter 267. Chen Yingxiu was also lying on the sofa in her villa. His eyes showed tenderness, looking at Zhang Cheng's figure, his eyes were full of tenderness. Everywhere, as long as people know Zhang Cheng, they have different moods at the moment, which are very complicated. Su family, Song family. Everyone who had a causal relationship with Zhang Cheng really recognized Zhang Cheng this time. I also really realized how short it took Zhang Cheng to go from bankruptcy to now in the past 2 months. Those who had offended Zhang Cheng were now extremely afraid, fearing that Zhang Cheng would desperately retaliate against them. There is only one exception. Ye Yu felt sour for no reason when he saw the second surprise introduced by Zhang Cheng. After seeing this introductory picture, he had a feeling that the things inside originally belonged to him, but Zhang Cheng had plundered them first. Hateful. You haven't had enough limelight tonight, have you? This man is so annoying. Ding. Ye Yu's luck value is -10. Villain value add 1000. When Zhang Cheng finished introducing his new headquarters building, a system notification sounded in his mind. In this way, his smile became even stronger. This renewable and clean energy building was supposed to be rewarded to him by Ye Yu's system, but Zhang Cheng spent a lot of money to redeem it in the system mall and build it in advance. And announced in advance that this intellectual property rights belongs to him. If Ye Yu gets this reward later, then it's okay for him to use it and pay Zhang the patent fee. Because Zhang Cheng has declared all intellectual property rights and patents. Okay, the second one is a surprise for my company, and the next one is the third one, which is also the last item of this conference. Zhang Cheng's figure standing on the stage had everyone looking up to him after announcing the second item. This last item is undoubtedly a crucial one. Okay, now it's almost 12 o'clock in the morning, and our product launch will come to an end. In this last hour, let us use the warmest applause to invite the finale of this product launch. Cold fusion device. People who eat melon. The whole place was silent for a long time, and then a long broke out. Everyone is familiar with nuclear fission and nuclear fusion. But an energy company has developed cold nuclear fusion. Isn't this a bit scary? Now the world cannot even control nuclear fusion. Even the top powers can't help it. After hearing this scary name, everyone who knew it had expressions of disbelief. However, someone's expression soon changed drastically, and they quickly shouted, "This cold nuclear fusion device will be our mankind's deepest exploration of energy." All live broadcasts. All. When Zhang Cheng proposed the cold nuclear fusion device, the Dragon Kingdom official cooperated with his person in charge. After a moment of silence, he decisively chose to cut off the next live broadcast. This last item was originally an impromptu idea on his part. Cold sweat broke out on the forehead of the person in charge, and he realized that this matter seemed a bit serious. Contact him immediately and cancel the next live broadcast. Even the two tool men who were invited by Zhang Cheng to be the host walked up to Zhang Cheng with a microphone at this moment. The first time he saw this energy supply device, he couldn't move it away and spent 10,000 points to redeem it without hesitation. Having said this, the corners of Zhang Cheng's mouth raised slightly. Having this little thing in my hand is equivalent to having a future. The person in charge was equally horrified and quickly ran to a computer and tapped his fingers on the keyboard. Zhang Cheng ignored her. Is the world going to change? In other words, the cold nuclear fusion device in my hand is enough to meet the energy supply needs of a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier. We were actually blocked from the host. Who did this? However, Zhang Cheng's popular explanation next made them all pale in horror. The cold nuclear fusion device was redeemed in the system mall for 10,000 villain points. Zhang Cheng glanced at her and said calmly, "I have my own sense of discretion. You guys stay aside. Can everyone understand my explanation?" The female host took off her headset, put down the microphone in her hand, and whispered, "Mr. Zhang, our previous script did not include this item. Team leader, keep cutting." Zhang Cheng's voice also sounded slowly while they were stunned. This time, the first two are just appetizers. As for the next cold nuclear fusion device, that is what I want to introduce to you. Those who don't understand energy units are stunned. This energy can bring billions. Zhang Cheng never mentioned that there would be a cold fusion demonstration during the phone call. This is a bit too scary. Only some people who knew what nuclear fusion was were gasped. I almost forgot my identity. The man in front of me was not the only person at my level who could give advice. Being struck by Zhang Cheng's gaze, the female host quickly stepped back. According to current experimental results, cold nuclear fusion produces 3 billion joules of energy per second. At this moment, the people watching this program in front of the TV were all expressionless. Joule. In front of the TV, adults, children, and the elderly all looked at each other, confused. How is it possible? The system intercepted it? There is unknown interference that is preventing us from controlling the live broadcast of TV stations and major websites. Shenhao, my fiancée is a villain female CEO. Author, Floating Like Sand. Chapter 268. The whole place was dead silent. Everyone was shocked. Maybe they don't know what 3 billion joules is, but they know about nuclear-powered aircraft carriers. Can fully meet the energy supply needs of nuclear-powered aircraft carriers. At this moment, everyone no longer looked expectantly, but looked shocked and crazy. However, combined with Zhang Cheng's previous introduction, what he said is probably true. Zhang Chengzhen has the power to move the world. And it comes from the small circular device in his hand. Zhang Cheng was still talking about its efficacy at the booth. However, in a hall, the person in charge of the broadcast was sweating profusely, and a crazy roar came from the phone in his hand. No matter what method you use, cut off the live broadcast immediately. This video must not be allowed to leak abroad. If what follows leaks out of the country, the world will be in violent turmoil in the coming days. The person in charge is complaining, "Do you think I don't want to shut it down?" The problem is that something blocks them all from the host, and they can't even remotely boot it. All that can be done now is to shut down the servers of major TV stations and live broadcast websites. Otherwise they won't be able to solve it in a short time. "Yes, I will ask everyone to restart their hosts now," the person in charge quickly assured. After appeasing his superiors, he asked people to call the major TV stations and the websites that were broadcasting in batches. Shut down at all costs. However, at this moment, everyone already understood almost everything that needed to be understood. Zhang Cheng's goal has been achieved. Okay, this Tiancheng New Energy's new product launch conference is officially over. Zhang Cheng bowed slightly. Almost at this moment, all live broadcast rooms and TV stations cut off the screen at the same time. Not a second was wasted. The audience and photographers at the scene were still in a daze at this moment. Who I am? Where am I? I just felt like I was listening to a lecture in the future. However, everyone, whether they were celebrities or big names, sat there for several minutes before they suddenly came to their senses. The press conference, which was originally so silent that you could hear a pin drop clearly, now erupted into deafening discussions. Was that real or fake? Why do I feel a little fake? But, it's so real. Too real, the real future. After Zhang Cheng's new product launch conference, the entire Dragon Kingdom's attention erupted with fierce voices. There was doubt, admiration, and fear. After a long while, Lu Feng raised his head, looked at Qin Ming and asked, "Did Brother Cheng just announce something terrible?" Zhang Cheng put his hands into the pockets of his trousers, looked at him with a smile, and nodded, "Yes, but I changed my mind temporarily, and the previously agreed quantum computer demonstration has been cancelled." "System, can you reward Zhang Cheng for the technology he mentioned?" "Yeah, you couldn't help but ask his own Shenhao system. They will not let one company control this kind of technology. Regardless of whether it is real or fake, Zhang Cheng's third product will cause shock in the world." The direction suddenly became confusing. What's scary is that a future with unlimited energy is in the hands of one company. Because he has a system, he believes that he can definitely guarantee personal safety, so he must dare to say it. Brother Cheng really went big this time. As a programmer, he knows best how attractive the science and technology is to today's world. "Don't worry, the contract penalty of 200 million has been deposited into the contract account." Zhang Cheng's smile did not change. "Otherwise, it will be like in the movie, where a company wants to control the world. The first two may just make money, and the world welcomes him." "Okay, then I'm not surprised." The third type was originally intended to showcase the quantum computer developed by the Chinese Academy of Sciences in Longguo, as well as a new system using Chinese characters. Backstage at the press conference, the person in charge saw Zhang Cheng walking in and immediately stepped forward to stop him. Regardless of whether he was bragging or not, this time it was a big deal. In the coming days, all the powerful countries in the world would send people to contact him. Until now, Yu was a little doubtful whether Zhang Cheng also brought the system. The person in charge only felt a little chilled after seeing his smile. But Zhang Cheng didn't. "Yu." Qin Ming's face was solemn, and he realized that this time it seemed that something was going on. However, regarding the cold nuclear fusion device at the back, global powers will not be able to let it go. Is Zhang Cheng going crazy? How dare you say this on a live broadcast, in the villa? Yeah, you stared blankly at the TV. This time he is cooperating with the authorities to showcase 3 scientific research results. Otherwise, why would he be so stubborn? Regardless of whether it's true or not, Zhang Cheng is in big trouble this time. In a test site in the Magic City, 2 people each held their mobile phones and stared blankly at the content. Scary. If I had one, I would definitely say it too. The cold and emotionless voice of Shenhao system sounded, return to the host and keep signing in. This kind of technology is just trivial. As long as the host signs in actively, even an alien civilization can sign in. The person in charge asked with an ugly face, Mr. Zhang, the script we agreed on in advance doesn't seem to be like this, right? Well, I think we should leave first. I always feel it's chilly here. Lu Feng shivered involuntarily. Qin Ming was too lazy to pay attention to him. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Shenhao, My Fiancée is a Villain Female CEO. Author, Floating Like Sand. Chapter 269. Zhang Cheng's current smile made him feel a chill. When they first met, Zhang Cheng's smile made him feel warm and peaceful, but his smile now, it made him feel a little scared. The person in charge swallowed. Mr. Zhang, your live broadcast incident may have gone too far this time. Starting tomorrow, countless foreign agents will come to Shanghai to look for you. Zhang Cheng found a chair and sat down, nodding, I know this. He must have expected this result. But he was not afraid, this result was what he wanted. Face the world directly. The person in charge raised an eyebrow, then you. Before he finished speaking, the door opened, and several figures walked in and surrounded him. The leader took out his ID and said in a deep voice, Mr. Zhang Cheng, we are official personnel. Please come with us and accept the investigation. Zhang Cheng glanced at him in slight surprise. Oh, it came quite quickly. It had only been an hour since the press conference, but someone came so quickly. The leading man continued, Mr. Zhang Cheng, your previous remarks will cause widespread panic. Please go back with us. No, panic and the like are just your fabrications. I have the final say on the future direction of the world. Zhang Cheng waved his hand and narrowed his eyes. He had been thinking about it all this time. Why are you wasting the villain points given by the system to exchange for some impractical things? Wouldn't it be nice to directly exchange it for something useful and ensure your own safety? It's been almost a month since I raised Yayu, and he should have everything he needs. It's harvest time. After hearing what Zhang Cheng said, the man immediately frowned. Mr. Zhang, please come with us. With that said, he stretched out his hand to grab Zhang Cheng. However, his palm passed directly through Zhang Cheng. Then, Zhang Cheng's figure gradually dissipated like particles, and a voice sounded, no need to go, just go back and tell the leaders, and just see how I perform next. It wasn't until Zhang Cheng disappeared that the entire backstage appearance changed. It turns out that this place was constructed by a holographic imager. Everyone looked at the simple backstage, with a flash of fear in their eyes. The scene just now was completely real. However, Zhang Cheng is not here. The technology he has mastered has reached a level that is unimaginable by the world. It can even be said, he holds the future in his hands. Is this really just a company? Several people looked at each other, and finally, under the attention of his companions, the man took out his satellite phone and dialed a number. Chief, the mission failed. The person at the scene is not Zhang Cheng, but a holographic projection. Then, the man repeated what Zhang Cheng said. After he finished telling what happened, there was silence on the other end of the phone for a while, and the old voice slowly said, I understand, don't worry about it anymore, just come back. Yes. The man hung up the phone and left with his companions. In a large courtyard in the direction of Kyoto, the old man took off his reading glasses at his desk, pinched his eyebrows, and said helplessly, "It has been a restless year." After sitting at the desk and thinking for a long time, the old man sighed quietly, "Old man, this world must be left to young people. Then let me see if this little guy can block the attack of those bandits." Since Zhang Cheng didn't worry about his personal safety, there was no need for him to cover up anything for him and let nature take its course. Magic City, inside Jiang's villa. In the hall, the environment changes and the holographic projection is turned off. Zhang Cheng stood up from his chair, walked to the wine cellar and took out a bottle of red wine. "If you can't handle this, that's really bad." Zhang Cheng poured himself a glass of red wine, walked out of the balcony, looked at the night view of the Magic City, and said with a smile. What he took out was just a cold fusion. This thing, according to his own introduction, is enough to make the world's powerful countries covet him. But this is not enough for them to use all means to deal with them. Of course, it's hard to say. This time he can also be regarded as a test for the Dragon Kingdom to see if they will defend themselves. If they block this matter, then the next global strategy can be officially implemented. Otherwise, he will have to hand over this cold nuclear fusion and share it with the whole world. Every time he releases a new product in the future, it will be done under the attention of the whole world. I entrust you with this responsibility. My country, don't let me down. Zhang Cheng smiled playfully. Let's see if the Dragon Kingdom in this world has the confidence to withstand the pressure of superpowers such as the United States. Once you get through it, everything else will be easy to talk about. Taking out the cold fusion he had redeemed, Zhang Cheng took a look at it twice, and finally said with a smile, "It's really the same as the arc reactor in Iron Man. However, this is only the first generation product. So, don't be afraid to hand it over. They don't know how to maintain it at all. They are basically disposable items." Zhang Cheng would naturally not be unprepared for such a thing. After he is ready, he will show his results to everyone. I hope I can receive a surprise tomorrow. The evening wind blew by, and Zhang Cheng's bangs on his forehead swayed slightly. Next, he will face a world power. Shenhao, My Fiancée is a Villain Female CEO. Author, Floating Like Sand. Chapter 270. The next day, hot searches came as expected. At Zhang Cheng's new product launch conference, 3 products occupied the top 3 hot search headlines. Cold fusion device. Tiancheng new energy controls unlimited energy. Shocking the establishment of the world's first renewable clean energy company. 3 hydrogen energy vehicles to be launched before the end of the year, Tiancheng Automobile. As for other hot searches, they are also about Tiancheng. As long as they are about Tiancheng, they will undoubtedly receive a lot of attention. Even celebrities can't buy trending items at the moment. Because this time it's real traffic. Every hot item is as popular as the previous one. Damn it, how sci-fi was it last night? Cold fusion was even done. Last night at home, my dad told me that even the hypothesis of cold fusion has been denied so far. Who knows if the real thing will emerge directly? What the country is currently researching is only thermonuclear fusion, right? Is this just a boast or does it really exist? I really want to know what the next move will be. The news that I didn't take action to seal is definitely true. A group of melon-eating netizens also discussed everything that happened last night in this new day. Even the official insiders of the Dragon Kingdom are discussing the authenticity of this matter. On YouTube, Facebook, and other large social software. Zhang Cheng's live broadcast last night was also edited and posted on the internet, triggering a lot of discussions. OMG, is this true? So many big things happened in Dragon Kingdom overnight, Peach netizen from the United States. The fact that the Dragon Kingdom has not been sealed off seems to have confirmed the research results of this technology company. An upright netizen from the bandit country. Humph, this technology company has stolen our Goryeo research data. All this belongs to our Goryeo, said an angry netizen from Goguryeo. Yes, yes, everything belongs to Korea. Even the universe belongs to Korea. Korea belongs to the Dragon Kingdom. A sand sculpture netizen from the Dragon Kingdom. On this day, not only the inside of Dragon Kingdom, but also foreign countries were shocked. Capitalists from capital countries gathered together and began to discuss this technology. In a huge manner in the United States, a group of gentlemen in suits sat in front of a round conference table in a conference room. Capitalist countries in the world are basically repeating the scene in the United States, and every capital is excited. Therefore, we call on Longguo Tiancheng New Energy Technology Company to selflessly contribute cold fusion technology to benefit the people of the world, so that major countries can study each other and promote scientific progress. Just when everyone was looking forward to it. This is the true face of capital countries. They just want others to give unconditionally. We will conduct space exploration, resource exploration, and alien colonization. At this point, everyone looked enthusiastic. However, there are also some Wang dogs barking and clamoring for Zhang Cheng to contribute cold nuclear fusion technology. If he does not contribute, he will be a sinner of human society. Almost at the same time, after the matter fermented, 9 major countries spoke out at the same time. At this critical moment, everyone was aroused. It's too much. These bandits really can't change their ways of eating shit. They always ask others to donate unconditionally, but they have to pay for their own. Tiancheng refuses. Mr. Zhang refuses. However, not long after their remarks appeared, the comment area was mercilessly attacked by netizens. Some angry netizens even directly doxed him and exposed his information in the comment area. The birth of new energy will usher the world into a new era. By mastering it, we can strengthen our position and make science progress. After this statement appeared, all comments from netizens were one-sided about all the countries in the world that were affiliated with these 9 countries and were dog-licking countries. We can let the first 2 go as they go, it doesn't matter. This is not only a concern for officials and the military. They all called on Tiancheng to share technology so that human society can progress together. Longguo Tiancheng New Energy Technology Co., Limited warmly congratulates your company on the success of its great scientific research feat, which provides the strongest support for the world's science and technology. Of course, all this is done for wealth. Roll. But everyone will be moved. Everyone, take action and try your best to get the technology before Dragon Kingdom officials. We are looking forward to the progress of science. The advent of this cold nuclear fusion technology will completely lay the foundation for us humans to enter the first-level cosmic civilization. Netizens in Longguo were extremely angry after seeing the foreign media's comments. Unlimited energy. Tiancheng New Energy Technology and Zhang Cheng himself spoke out. They like selfless dedication so much, why don't we see them donating their own chip manufacturing, lithography machines, etc. to us? Rubbish. I believe everyone knows how much profit this technology will create if it is controlled by our capital. A blonde man with blue eyes said slowly. Only one word appears on Zhang Cheng's scarf and on the homepages of Tiancheng's major official websites. The technology we have developed ourselves must be shared with you unconditionally. Why?